Bonjour, Weekday Wanderings. Welcome to Paris. My name is Jackie. I am here at the Metro Pernety. It's reversed because I am in selfie mode. We're in the 14th, so we're very near my place. It's a very strange day today. It is the day after a public holiday. So yesterday was Ascension. So for those of you who don't know, Ascension is the day when Jesus ascended to heaven after his resurrection, and it's of course celebrated here in France as a public holiday. And the day following, because it's a Friday, they decide that they want to take the day off as well. So schools are shut, a lot of people have taken the day off work, and but it's still quite busy here. So bonjour Susan McGregor, thank you for joining us. Okay, so I've chosen to stay quite close to home today. I need to rush home after my walk. Obviously my children aren't at school today, so we're in the 14th, yes, so we're at Metro Pernety. I'll turn it around so you can get a decent look where we are. So yes, in French we call it on fait le pont, which means to do the bridge, and basically we're bridging the gap from our Thursday public holiday to a long weekend. So for many people it is a 4-day weekend. Fait le pont. Okay, so if you've seen the movie Paris Je t'aime, which is a selection of vignettes of different places in Paris, the very last one, which is centered around the 14th arrondissement, starts here at the Metro Pernety. Hi Sally Davies, how's it going? So anyway, we're heading down, this is Rue Raymond-Loursuron, okay, and Raymond Rouleau-Suron was a resistant who was executed during the occupation of Paris. Now, where are we going? We're going down here, this way. Bonjour Sally Porter. We have another Sally. So we have a Sally Davies and a Sally Porter. Now, I wanted to show you this place a while ago. This is actually, Judy wanted to see it. This is Land and Monkeys. Land and Monkeys is a new chain of boulangerie, which has recently opened up here in Paris. They specialise in vegan stuff, like gluten, and some gluten-free stuff as well, and it's all bio, organic. Look at that. So the stuff looks amazing. Look at this. Isn't that nice? It's very beautifully made, and it tastes a little bit different, but it's all good. And of course it's healthy. And they also do hot cross buns, so I was able to get some hot cross buns here at Easter time, which was pretty cool. Now back to that Paris Je t'aime movie clip, if you have seen it. One of the streets that she walked down is this one. It's called the Rue des Thermopyles. And usually it looks absolutely gorgeous, but today it's just a little bit somber. You can imagine coming down here in the middle of summer. It is absolutely bursting with colour, but we've just got a little bit of colour coming out today. Oh, I haven't heard of this. You are correct. I have a daughter and a granddaughter who are vegan. Looks nice. I did a vegan cheesecake through the week. Interesting. Yeah. So look at these beautiful buildings. So this little alleyway, it's a street, but was originally just an alleyway. Love the movie Paris Je t'aime. It's amazing, isn't it? So there's a lot of beautiful little homes which have been set up alongside this alleyway. Just trying to avoid the people who are here so I don't video them. But it's very quaint, isn't it? So apart from a few, like modernizations here and there, this place is very, very much reminiscent of the time it was built. I'd love to have a place there, I know. Isn't it beautiful? I think I saw a for sale sign somewhere, Judy. Where did I see it? If I see it, I'll let you know. But yeah, so isn't it pretty? So in the middle of the 1800s that this was started to be set up as homes. Look at this, you've got all these lovely little gardens here, little courtyards with apartments, but there are quite a number of just lovely little homes. Hi there Kim, how's it going? Lovely to see you. We have 8 people online. I'm sure I haven't said hello to everybody, but hello everybody if I haven't mentioned you by name. So, like I said, there will be much more beauty in the months to come, but at the moment I hope you get the general gist of just how beautiful this place is. Look at this clematis, isn't it gorgeous? The roses, it smells really lovely here. This place here has been done up, and there is a hotel down here somewhere, so you can actually come and stay here. Alright, the weather here has been really chilly, really chilly, bit disappointing for this time of year. So our hot weather kind of escaped us. Oh look, a little taste of Australia there, a bottle brush, isn't that lovely? So a long weekend at the moment, we're halfway through, we still have Saturday and Sunday. So quiet for Paris. Now this is a special part of these little corners, and I advertised today's walk as a hidden little corner of Paris. So this is quite a famous little street, and a lot of people do make this a destination. Like there's people who were back there that we went past today, obviously tourists coming down to have a look. Very lucky that this is in my very close neighbourhood, because I get to enjoy this whenever I like. You see these little streets here? You know a street is old when the drainage is down the centre of the street. You see how it goes down the centre rather than on the edge? Okay, now this is a community garden that they have here, which is really cool. It's called Le Jardin Grec. I tried to find out why, but couldn't work it out. This is jasmine, which smells amazing. If we could add the smells in, it would be so cool. Let's have a look here. So there's lots of information about the activities that they do here. There you go. Have a look over the fence here. Isn't it pretty? So yeah, it's really cool that there are lots of these little spaces everywhere. Now I believe this piece of art here was done by Mystique, a famous street artist who unfortunately passed away this week. So if Terry is around, she posted an article about Mystique earlier this week. Look, we have rabbits. A lot of places like this also have chickens. There's rabbits there. More jasmine. Good morning, or hello Robin. How's it going? Okay. So there's a lovely little park in here. You often find in these little parks that you have tables with chessboards on them, which is great because lots of people just like to hang out in a nice tranquil spot, read a book, play a game of chess or something. Okay, we're now on Rue Didot. Rue Didot. We've got another little park over here. We've got lots of parks everywhere. So I'm going to go on this side of the park because the other side has some works going on. Or I might just go through the park. How's that? Might do that. Okay, so whenever Judy said something. Robin says hi, and Judy says, do more French people play chess than us Anglos? Jackie, what do you think? Yes, I do believe so. A lot more book reading, a lot more chess playing, a lot more card playing, kids playing, sport over there. Yeah, in my opinion they do. I think they're a lot more cerebral here in France in that respect. Very traditional. I think it's nice. Let's pass through this park here. So there's lots and lots of green spaces everywhere in Paris. So even though the Paris that most people see is really busy and congested, there is enough of these quiet green spaces to make it all. I mean, look at this. You've got 3 people over here sitting down in a quiet place reading books, which I think is beautiful. The street art. Judy says a lot more understanding philosophy students. Yes, absolutely. Well, philosophy is a subject at high school, which I think is really cool. A little community garden. This is a cool place where we can have birthday parties. Got quite a few friends who have their children's birthday parties here in the summertime. So there is a park back there. Okay. Judy says, not philosophy in Australia unless it's an elective in uni. Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing in New Zealand. Oh, look at that. There's a hotel down there. That's where I lived for like 5-6 weeks when I first moved to the neighbourhood. In between homes. Okay, this little street is called the Rue du Moulin Vert. Okay, it's again one of these old streets. You can tell because the drainage is in the middle, although they are currently digging him up at the same time. You got some old buildings here. You got some relatively new buildings here. Again, look at this. This is a maison particulière. In other words, it's just a plain house. I love that house. Isn't that great? And again, little florally things. So it's a real mix of stuff going on. A lot of ugly modernish buildings, like 1970s style. But in between you have some really beautiful places too. It's really nice. Okay, I hope this walk isn't too bumpy. Let me see what the time is. Oh, I'm running out of time. So you could imagine that this place is called the Rue du Moulin Vert because there was a Moulin Vert rather than a Moulin Rouge. And unfortunately the Moulin Vert has only recently been removed. There's a little hotel that was shut down during COVID and hasn't reopened, which is a bit of a shame because it's a cute little place. Okay, so when I devised this walk, I had like 3 things planned for today, but because of circumstances, I had to choose the one that was closest to my home. But there was actually a completely different place I was planning on taking you, and we're heading there now. But what often happens with my walks is I'll think of somewhere that's really neat to show you, and then another place that's nearby to show you, but there's kind of a big gap in the middle where there's nothing. So unfortunately that's kind of where we are now. Okay, so this building here, it's a restaurant. Now this used to be the Moulin Vert, and like with many moulins, they ended up being restaurants and cabarets, and this one was as well. It shut down during COVID, and when it reopened, it was bought up by this consortium of restaurant chains and changed into this Italian restaurant, which are kind of cool, but at the same time, it's a little bit sad because, I mean, it's called the Rue du Moulin Vert and it's not the Moulin Vert anymore. It's really cool inside though. Okay. So, anyway, this is a nice little place here. And let's jump over the road real fast. Okay, so now we're on the Rue des Plantes. Rue des Plantes. So this is very much just a wander in your average, everyday, boring Parisian street. Nothing touristic. Judy says, not keen on consortium buy-ups. I know, right? Some of the things that I like to see, you see you've got this little cafe in the corner, which is always pleasing to look at, especially with the flowers and everything going on. A lot of cafes are doing this fake flower dress-up thing, which is really cool. But what I love is this. Bonjour, Margaret Redrup, how are you? Look at these. See these beautiful frescoes? Yeah. On these buildings, and unless you look up you don't notice them. They're so beautiful. And so this has obviously been a bar for a very long time, from the mid 1800s. There's another one on that other side too. So we're on Rue d'Alesia now. Rue d'Alesia. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take you for a walk down this way. Those frescoes are lovely, aren't they, Judy? Okay. So Margaret will be very familiar with this little walk that we're taking. She's been down here many, many, many times. Okay, so this is Rue d'Alesia, and that heading up to the intersection where Metro Alesia is down there. Okay. Another little cafe, restaurant, more flowers. Okay, and so we're down Rue des Plantes, yeah? Heading down towards where I live actually, but we're not going to go there. But I do want to show you something down in this general direction. And I am running out of time, so I need to hustle a bit. So a lot of streets in Paris are one way, which is very annoying, especially when you have trucks parked down them. This one's not so bad, but yeah, this is a really busy street, especially around, after school time. I'll be in your neighbourhood. It's a nice neighbourhood, isn't it? I love it. So you do have some of these, so this is technically not a Haussmann building, this one. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, yes, it is. Okay, so this is where I wanted to take you, Villa d'Alesia. Villa d'Alesia. So it's one of these beautiful little streets. They're just in the middle of nowhere. This apparently is a really good cafe, restaurant. I've never been here. So this is really pretty. So when you think of these buildings here, what do you think of? So this street was put here in the 1898. So a lot of these buildings are from that era. Obviously there are newer ones as well. But you've got some beautiful details in this. Yes, Judy, art studios, exactly. So Montparnasse and this area here was very big for artist studios and writers' lofts and things like that. And there were a few notable artists. Look at this building here, isn't it gorgeous? The light is against us, unfortunately, so you can't get the full effect, but you get the general idea. Okay, so this one here, number 10. This is number 10 here. So this was where, let's see, Jacques Gruber lived with his son Francis. Yeah, Villa d'Alesia, yes, it is notable. So Jacques Gruber, he was a verrier, which is a glass maker. So he was big he's from Nancy in Lorraine, and he was big on glass during the École de Nancy period, which is like Art Nouveau. So this is an example of his work there. So he lived here. But look at this one here, a little bit nondescript here. This was the atelier or the workshop of Matisse. This is where he worked and did a lot of his work. So Matisse was there. Can you imagine? That's pretty cool, huh? Okay. And let's look down here. There's some beautiful little houses down here. Judy says, someone once took me around this area to show me properties that I could buy and convert for my French Life members to buy shares in. Anyone interested? Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I forgot to show you something. Okay, in this garden we have a few statues here, but there's one in particular over here. Can you see it here? Big horse. So the house that's behind, that's number 2, and that belonged to a Swiss sculptor. He specialised in animal sculptures, and his name was Santos. And so he lived at number 2. It's a pretty little garden here. Okay, so this heads out. This is a Y-shaped street. So down to here, and that's Rue d'Alesia down there. So this is still part of Villa d'Alesia. So that's number 2 there. Isn't it great? Yeah. Wow. Beautiful. And one last place I'll show you is another artist. So again, a lot of artist atelier here. And this beautiful building was the last home of the artist Auguste Leroux. Beautiful home. Well, I'm glad you're liking it, Judy. So there we go. Auguste Leroux. Okay. So Matisse and Leroux and Jacques Goubert, they were all contemporaries, and of course they all lived in this area at the same time. So anyway, definitely running out of time. This is really long. So I'm just going to finish off here by one last look at a nice bit of green space which is hidden away. Down here. What I really love is sometimes you go past places and you don't know what's there until you walk through them, and then you're like, wow, that's so cool. Oh, this is somebody's driveway. It smells like marijuana. There's some little apartment-y type houses, places, atelier here, businesses. There you go. These look a bit vacant. Oh, we're actually at a park. Okay. So this is a playground right near to, sorry, I just don't want to point to the lady, where I take my kids all the time. They enjoy it. Only just small, but it's right close to our house. Et voila. So we'll finish off there, shall we? Yes, adore these parks everywhere. We are very lucky. We have beautiful parks everywhere. So yesterday I did actually research a lot of other interesting places which I would really love to show you next week. So thank you for everyone who's joined me, 12 people. So anyone who I didn't say hello to, hi. Well, bonjour, and anyone else who joins us later, bonjour, bonjour. And I would like to wish you all a wonderful weekend, and we will see you all next Friday. So take care, everybody. We'll see you then. Thank you, Judy. Thank you to everyone who's joined us. Bye for now.